So this is going to be a car video. Just me heading home. It is currently 4th of July. I'm not really celebrating 4th of July. I'm not in a great state to really do anything. Like my mind's just not all there with everything going on with Fluff, and also my whole job situation right now. I did end up getting fired from my most recent job. It was a remote job, and out of nowhere they fired me. Like out of literally nowhere, they were like, you know what, we don't want you anymore, so they fired me, which was crazy, but that's what happened. Literally in the middle of my shift, 11:23, I got an email. It literally, all it said, you have been terminated, effective immediately. That was it. And what's so crazy about that is the fact that I messaged my manager like, hey, like, why is this happening? Like, what's going on? She doesn't respond back for like hours because she's in a meeting. She responds back, I can't go into a meeting with you right now, unfortunately. You can just contact HR. Okay, who the hell is HR? How do I contact them? And I say, can I just reply back to the email that they sent me? Yes, you can. Okay, perfect. I reply back to it. They have not responded literally at all. Literally at all. But besides that, other than that, been chilling. Gonna go live tonight. Not sure what I'm gonna play, but I am gonna go live. I thought about playing Hunter Call of the Wild or maybe Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know. I really want to just branch out. I want to play something that I'm having a lot of struggles with streaming on Twitch because I just lack viewership. Like, I'm not getting any viewers at all. And obviously, my biggest inspiration for streaming is Jinxie. And Jinxie streamed for a whole year to one person. That was it. His average viewers was one. So, I'm not discouraged because I just have one viewer. It's not like I'm discouraged. It's just annoying. More than anything, it's just fucking annoying. But, that being said, I know at some point I'm going to make it as a streamer and a YouTuber and stuff. And hopefully one day, this can be like a thing that I can go back to and be like, I was fucking right. Like, I knew I was going to be right. And this is like documented on my channel that someone can go back and see that I knew I was going to be something. And oh Lord, hold on, let me make sure my phone's not in view because I am heading home. Obviously I'm being safe. I'm not on my phone or anything. I'm just recording. But I'm fully aware of my surroundings. Just for a little PSA for the YouTube admins and all that stuff. But yeah, like I said, I am so confident in my abilities as like a YouTuber and stuff. I know for a fact at some point, no matter how it happens, at some point I'm going to be somewhat successful. And what I mean by successful is, I don't really know how I would describe it. I'm not gauging my success on money. I know, like, obviously with more followers and viewers and becoming a YouTube partner and stuff, it's going to mean more money, but I don't care about that as much. Obviously, I need money to survive and stuff, especially in today's economy, God forbid, but it's not even about the money for me. It's just, this is my passion. Like, this is what I want to do as a job. This is what I want my literal career to be. Like, I want to wake up, record, stream. Like, that's what I want. I want to record and stream and go to YouTube events, fly to all over the world, recording videos of all kinds. Like, I want to do that. That is my goal. My main end goal is to actually be, I don't know if you've ever seen the Jacksepticeye streams, like the charity streams. That's what I want to host. That is my absolute end-game goal, is to have enough followers and a big enough follower base or fan base to be able to go live to thousands of people and have a charity that I'm pulling all of my, these donations into, to then be able to donate to some kind of charity or some kind of good cause. Like, that's what I want to do. And I hope I make so much money. Like, I would love to have the headline of, Dwayne, hosted the biggest charity event to date, and it has millions of dollars that I racked up for a charity. Like, that would literally be the biggest end goal that I have. Like I said, I could try and do charity events right now, but I'm not going to get anywhere. I'll be lucky if one person joins and donates for a charity. But then again, I don't know. People nowadays, there's good people out there. I'm sure if someone good came through and saw that, then they would love to donate. But then again, because I'm such a newer streamer and newer YouTuber, someone who sees that, there's a lot of scammers online. So someone who sees that is more inclined to be like, oh, okay, this person is just saying that. But what's to stop them? Like, I'm the only one here. What's to stop them from just taking this huge donation and just keeping it for themselves? And I'm sure there's a ton of people out there who would do that. But obviously that's not my intentions. That's why I say, there's no point in me doing a stream like that right now, because that's just a whole nother hurdle that I have to jump over. And I don't want to do that. So, yeah. But that is my end goal, is to host a huge charity event. And I would also love to go to a big event where I can just meet people and meet, I don't care. Like I said, I don't care about making money. What I care about is making people happy. That is my entire, it seems like that's what I do. That's my entire existence as a human, is making others happy in some way. And that's what makes me happy. I like helping people. I like to make people happy and to know that I helped someone in any way. And sometimes that's gotten me in trouble. For instance, with my girlfriend, there's been many times where she's presented me with a problem, and my instinct is to say, oh, okay, this is, in my opinion, the best route or the best plan of action to get to a good solution where you're happy and everyone else is happy, or that you're the happiest and everyone else is happiest. But a lot of times that's not you don't want to do that in a relationship, because they aren't asking for a solution, they're asking for you to listen and just to be comforting for them. So I've had to step back from that. But again, that's why I really, really want to, because I'm so invested in helping people and making people smile and happy, that's what I want to do YouTube for. That is my purpose of doing YouTube, is quite simply to make people smile and if someone's having a bad day, I want them to be able to click on my video, and for however long the video is, let's say the video is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 2 hours, for that duration of time, whatever negative things were happening in their existence, in their reality, now is completely off their mind. They're completely not even thinking about that, because they're so fixated on being in the moment with me, even though they're not in the moment with me, but they are. In fact, they're in the moment with me, enjoying whatever I'm enjoying and having fun with me. And that's not to say that I'm just going to be, I'm always so happy. I'm not always happy. Especially recently, I've been very not happy. But in terms of making those videos and making people smile and making people happy, that's my goal. I know a lot of my videos recently haven't been the most upbeat and exciting, and I do want that to change. It's just right now it's kind of a struggle. So yeah, like I said, in the coming weeks, hopefully my videos shift. I was planning on making a gameplay video for this specific video in place of this video. Of course, the reason that's not the case is because of this whole job situation and getting fired. And Fluff's doing a lot better. A little update on her. Fluff is doing a lot better. She's, she's chilling. We've been giving her medicine. She's been acting normal. We actually have to take her tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for her appointment. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's how things have been going. So I'm not sure how long this video is going to be. It's pretty much just me rambling and me heading home. So I am sorry about that. But like I said, I do want to make more upbeat videos in the future. I want to do more gameplays. I want to do more outside stuff, like outdoorsy stuff. It's just so hard whenever I don't have friends. Like, let me break it down for you on what my life is like day to day. I don't have friends. I don't have any friends besides one person, and that is my girlfriend. She's the only person that I communicate with outside of myself. And I mean that, like, literally, besides making videos and stuff and talking to people on PlayStation, which I don't even talk to people on PlayStation. I have maybe 3 people I talk to on Discord, and that's maybe once every 2 to 3 weeks, if that. And yeah, like, that's it. Other than that, I watch YouTube, I watch Netflix, I stream, and I make YouTube videos, and I post on TikTok. That's it. I have no friends. I have my family, but that's about it. So, because of that, it's quite difficult to be able to say, okay, I'm going to be doing this. This is what's, fun that we're going to be doing today. Let me record it and post it. I don't do anything fun. I don't go out and do anything, which obviously that's my fault. But my life is not as fun and exciting as all these people who are like that. To put it quite simply, I don't have the money to have an exciting life. I have just enough money to go to town, to get back home a few times, and maybe get food 2 or 3 times. After that, I have $0, completely $0, if not negative dollars. So yeah, that's kind of where it's at right now. I don't have an exciting life, especially not exciting enough to post and glamorize or anything like that. It's just that simple. Do I wish I had more going on that I could post? Hell yeah. I would love to say, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to a new video. Today, we're going to a trampoline park, and we're going to try to hit a world record of backflips in one jump. That would be fucking sick. The nearest trampoline park to me is about 2.5 hours, maybe a little less. Might be around an hour and a half. But anyways, it costs so much money to get into it. Like, there's no way in hell I'm doing that. Not unless it's for like a birthday or something, and at that point I'm trying to, celebrate. But yeah. And also, if it's for someone else's birthday, I don't want to shove a camera in everyone's face, but hey, look, this is what's going on. Like, that's rude to people. That's just making people upset. Especially in the families that I am with, that would be crazy. But yeah. So if my life was more exciting, then I'd be posting way more stuff. But that's why I have to make these kinds of videos, because I talk. That's what I do. That's what I do at the moment. I instruct and I talk. Whenever something new comes out that I get, if I get the chance to get it, like, I would love to have gotten a GameSir controller. I mean, that's pretty cheap. $40 isn't bad. But my Xbox is with my girlfriend, and I can't really. I don't know if it works on PlayStation. I can test it on my computer, but then any controller you plug into a computer is going to perform better than if you plug it into a PlayStation or Xbox. So, it's a lot different. And I'm not experienced enough to shoot, go FPS games on an Xbox or on a PlayStation to test out a controller like that. I'm also not experienced enough to talk on like certain things like Bluetooth speakers and stuff. I'm not anything like headphones, Bluetooth speakers, stuff like that. I can't review that because I don't know that. I don't understand that stuff. I'm more with the gaming side of stuff and the CPUs and all that sort of stuff. So I would have fucking loved to have been one of the very small amount of people who received a free MetaQuest 3 with the Xbox, MetaQuest 3 Xbox edition. I don't even have a MetaQuest 3. I have a MetaQuest 2. I do have a MetaQuest 2, which is, it's outdated as hell, and it dies every 5 minutes because the battery is just completely shot on it. But I would love to have a Quest 3 with augmented reality and stuff. That's literally, I've went to Best Buy and just put on a headset just to say that I've wore it and it looks sick, just to test it out, because I have no other way to test it out. So yeah. But yeah, those are the kinds of videos that I make right now, like instructional type videos where I talk about stuff and say, this is what you should do, this is how you should do this. Or I do really botched gameplays like my Rocket League video, which tends to go kind of haywire because my streaming software, my recording software is all over the place for whatever reason, because I have an ultra wide monitor and it's like all weird, and I don't have a webcam, so making content like that, I don't have a webcam, which fucking sucks, and I hate that I don't have a webcam, but I don't have webcam money. So that's quite literally the next thing I'm going to get. The next thing I'm getting for my setup is a webcam. And then once that happens, I will really, truly be rolling whenever it comes to making content. Because at any point, I could be sitting down at my computer. That could be my recording station. And then once I'm at my recording station, then I can traverse from that to then picking up my phone, which is obviously, records very high quality, and instantly, pulling it and going on vlog style videos. So that would be perfect. And then, yeah, that would be perfect. And then I could also stream on my PlayStation or on my PC, because then the webcam would go for both. It would work for both. Right now, if I go live on Twitch or TikTok and I want to use a webcam, I have to use my phone. My phone dies, so the battery, it overheats or whatever, because it's obviously, that's a lot of power trying to put a webcam onto a live stream from a phone. That's crazy. So, it works, but it's botched, and it also is really laggy and choppy and doesn't work great. It's not synced up properly, and the angles are all weird because it's a phone sitting on a desk, and it's a lot of stuff. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. But thank you guys for watching. I know this has just been a rant video, basically just talking while I'm driving. But thank you for watching, those of you who did. If you have any suggestions for another video or any new videos, feel free to let me know. I'm always looking at comments, and I will reply to every single comment that I get. You best believe I will. Even if I get 1,000 comments, it might take me 3 years, but I promise you I will respond to every single one of those comments that I do not respond to. And you have my word on that. So, yeah. I might not be able to do that forever. If I start getting a ton of comments, then at that point it's going to be very difficult. But I might have a rule where for like the first 5 days or maybe the first week of that video being uploaded, I will respond to every single comment that I see, and I will be scrolling through the comments, just everyone in order, respond. So yeah. But thank you for watching. Like I said, if you have any suggestions, comments, feel free to let me know. And I hope you all have an amazing day. Stay safe in the world. Make sure you're doing everything you can to stay as positive as you can.